What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another fantastic episode of the Fantasy Football Show, baby. Not December, January 7th, 2021. Yeah.
Whoa.
Let's go. It's a new year.
We're off to a great year.
We are off to a great year.
Not chocolate milk.
Hell yeah. You don't want to start it any other way than how it's starting right now with the nice chalky milk and a fantastic episode from the Fantasy Football Show. I mean, that's a perfect way to start off the year.
Bruce is in quarantine.
Yeah, Bruce is in quarantine. You know, it's been a running joke the past few pods with Bruce not being on that he has COVID.
He actually
has COVID now, so
yeah, he actually has the Rona.
I probably do.
Yep.
That's tough.
Yeah, you experiencing any symptoms?
No.
Oh yeah.
Different breed.
He is a different breed.
I'm built.
He is built.
I have a question.
Take her away.
Before we get into all this, I have a quick question about, usually in the off season you hear of players doing dumb shit. How do you feel about Josh Jacobs starting the train with getting a DUI the night after his last game? I mean, he's really starting out the off season good.
It was about 8 hours after. I mean,
I bet he
didn't
played
even
drunk.
sleep yet.
I bet he played drunk.
it was at 4:30 a.m.
I mean, the dude scored me 20-some points, so I mean, he should start playing drunk. And that's how he's going to play all the time.
His agent did say, he wasn't, intoxicated, and they'll do, a not guilty plea or whatever. So we'll find out. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, no. Do you think if he is caught, if he is found guilty, that he will be cut from the team?
No.
I don't think so. I think he's more of a franchise player for them, in all honesty. I think
Melvin Gordon didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Antonio Brown's sentences or his hearing is next year. So, I mean, they're not going to do anything until something happens.
Okay.
But off to a great start, and I'll run you through what else we're going to cover on this show. We got our league results. It's been a little bit since we've had an episode, and we haven't had one since the end of our season, which was in week 16. So we got to go over that. And then we got our Super Bowl picks. Going to go through our super wild card weekend picks.
I'm so excited for this weekend, man.
A lot of great football.
Hey, you guys still let me come over?
No. If you
I'm good.
you become the bubble boy, you can come in.
If I wear an astronaut suit,
I'll stick to making money at my job. But yeah. And so after our super wild card weekend picks, we got the awards, the after season awards. Just gonna be talking about a lot of different categories. I think we have 6 or 7. We'll give our input. We haven't talked about this yet, so it's going to be a bit of a discussion, a little bit of some debating going on. But yeah, that's what we have. Capping it off with the final award of the fantasy football MVP for this season.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't looked at what we have for what the league winners are, but I have a feeling it's gonna be half of Brandon's team. This dude, if you want fantasy, if you need a lucky guy in fantasy, Brandon seems to be that guy this year. He literally his team started to break after the tournament. After he won the league, 2 of his players didn't play. 3 of his players didn't play.
Yeah.
The problem is I was playing chess. Y'all are playing checkers.
Hey. Queen's Gambit. He's Queen's Gambit at that thing.
Fuck out of here, bro.
I mean, I feel like that's what tends to happen is you have those fantasy MVP guys on the championship winning team. You know what I'm saying? And we'll find that out. We'll find that out as the show goes on. But to kick it off I think this is just going to be a spectacular little showing here. Between our league championship result picks, Brandon and Bruce faced off in the championship week 16 showdown. Take her away, boys.
Bryce, you got it.
Well, I think when we get into our later segment of MVP, I think it'll probably be Alvin, considering he scored 58.2 points in the championship game, and I lose by 15, and Alvin only scores 40, I win. If Alvin only scores 40, I win.
Hey, yo, man. Hey,
Hey,
we were
y'all
playing
have to
checkers,
bond
he's
this.
playing chess.
Both of our teams played incredible. That's what it came down to.
It really did. Like, it was enjoyable to watch you guys. It was just
Yeah.
crazy because, like, the entire time it seemed like Bryce was trying to catch up because Brandon had a guy play Thursday.
He had a fucking
And
60
he
point
scored
lead.
60 points.
Okay,
And it had to be on that Friday, too. It had to be
Yeah, it was
Christmas
Christmas
the
Day.
first game. I'm already down 60 when he's had one player playing. I'm like,
hey.
what am I supposed to do? I never
can
even led. I
can
never had a
ask
chance.
Can I ask you
You're
something?
down
Bruce?
by like, no.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You.
I was gonna say you're down by like 30, right? Going in, which you had Stephon Diggs, right?
Yeah.
Down like 30. Everyone here in this podcast right here, he has a dub, right? And I had Josh Allen along with his Steph Curry, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Stephon scored 46.
That's a cherry on top.
Yeah, that
Didn't
was-
Josh Allen score like 40 something?
37.
Yeah.
37.
Those Bills are cooking. That's why they're in the playoffs. But I got a question for you, Bruce. Did Alvin Kamara, that guy right there, did him tying the league record of touchdowns in a single game ruin your Christmas Day?
Yes. I hate him. I hate him.
He hates Alvin. Like, this
Also,
dude-
like, I got boned twice because of it.
Oh, wow.
One, because the reason it happened is Michael Thomas doesn't want to play. And then so Alvin gets 6 touchdowns. I don't think that happens if Michael Thomas is playing.
I don't know. I don't think Slant Boy could have gone off like Alvin did.
Just look at
Alvin.
Michael Thomas's stats last season.
All I got
Just
to
look
say
at
is
it.
Bryce has won every game that Michael Thomas has played in. And it's
I've
because
lost
Michael
one.
Thomas didn't
One.
play. It's because that's why Brandon won.
Yeah. It was all down to Michael Thomas.
Really,
It literally was.
The fact that Alvin could have had 8, he dropped a touchdown pass, and then Taysom ran one in.
Oh,
Like,
the best part about it
that's
is
insane.
Bryce had 3 running backs go off, but he played the one that just didn't go off as much. Bryce,
It was
Derrick Henry
Derrick
really
Henry.
didn't go off. He didn't go off.
The one that I
But-
should have started was Derrick Henry, which makes no sense.
Yeah. That's pretty rough.
I knew Bryce was going to lose. I had a gut feeling when the first player he has on his bench scores like 38 points. And I was just like,
I mean, it still wasn't a
that's not Zach's name.
Hey, Zach, what's that name, man?
Who's Megan?
Oh,
It's all right. They won't be able to see this when they
Does
watch
this audio sound pretty crisp?
Yeah, man.
yeah. Man.
Mike,
I was like,
No.
how did who's Megan and why are they joining our
So welcome in Zach to the final episode
Looking
of
away.
this season.
what's up?
So we were just talking about
It's just named him me.
we were talking about Bruce and Brandon's championship. That's what we were kicking it off with.
I don't like talking about that one.
Me either.
Yeah. You guys have anything else to
Yes,
add to it?
And so
I
Alvin
enjoyed
played
that.
incredible, right? But
Alvin
the
is
2 players
the
I also
god.
had to depend on the whole year played like doo-doo, but one didn't play. James Robinson was out. And then Tyreek Hill had that slight injury the whole week, and then he dropped like, what, 10?
Yeah.
Something like
It
that.
wasn't.
I'm just saying, if
And I was
Brandon's
like-
team was super healthy, I think it would have been a fucking blowout. I
Oh.
think with Alvin scoring 60 and if Tyreek wasn't hurt,
Against Atlanta.
this is Atlanta. That's 60
Nah.
points. I mean,
They
yeah,
just
it
played
was.
bad. The Chiefs played bad. That's what it was.
So did
They
Atlanta.
played-
They didn't play
they-
very good
They
either.
almost
That
lost.
whole game just
They
didn't seem
but
very
that game was
enjoyable.
wild.
Yeah, because like
Atlanta
Calvin
should've
scored
won.
10 points.
Atlanta really should have won. But yeah, that was our championship. It was really exciting to watch as a spectator. I think the only one who didn't really enjoy it was Bruce. But hey, you'll get them next year, pal.
Hey Bryce, did you win any of your leagues?
No, because I played Alvin.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Yo,
Mike.
Bruce, I got you a present. I got you a present right here.
I'm not
There's a
looking
reason-
at the Zoom. I'm not gonna lie. I'm on ESPN.
There's a reason why I sat right here is to make sure I had that.
Alvin was behind you.
But yeah, moving on to the next bit of things that we will cover. That made a lot of sense. Bit of things. Talking about our Super Bowl picks and this week's picks. So we'll cover our Super Bowl picks to start off with. I, at preseason, said Chiefs Saints, so I'm just going to stick with that, even though I think it will be Chiefs Packers. But Chiefs Saints and Chiefs win. That's my pick.
I really didn't pick a team against the Chiefs. I'm a big Chiefs fan, so of course I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. And I mean, they really need to pick up because that's the last game they're gonna play. Is gonna be. That they really played was Atlanta. I mean, they played the Chargers, but I mean, there was a practice squad. If they play the way, stop! I can't focus when you're just looking at the camera like that. If they play the way they played against Atlanta, I'm worried. They need to show up and bring it because the Bills are gonna bring it. Because they're gonna have to play the Bills to get to the Super Bowl. That's the way it's gonna be. They're gonna have to play them. I feel like the Bills are gonna run it all the way to the end. It's gonna be Chiefs versus Bills.
I don't think so.
Well, Bills
Think
are
so?
Bills are in the AFC as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs are gonna have to beat the Bills. Is what I mean.
All right.
Because the Bills play who? The Colts.
Yeah, that's gonna be an incredible game.
That's gonna be an incredible game, but I think the Bills are gonna beat the Colts. As much as I hate Phillip Rivers, but I love the team or the way they've been playing all year.
Who's the Super Bowl pick?
Probably Packers. Aaron Rodgers is playing like a beast.
MVP Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, the dude's looking real good.
You have Kansas City winning.
Yeah.
What you got, Bruce?
I've made a bracket,
Please don't make any stupid stuff like Steelers going to Super Bowl.
and
Stop.
so to start it off, Buffalo's not winning. They're not winning.
I
They're
think
not beating the Colts.
I think
No.
it's. I agree. I'm very in
I don't-
between.
I don't see it happening. I don't think
It's gonna be a great game, but if the Buffalo Bills play like they did last week,
The Colts
because
actually
of
have a
that-
defense.
And because of that, the AFC Championship game is going to be the Chiefs and the Steelers, and the Chiefs are probably logically going to win that. And
my God, he said it.
they're gonna go on to. Well, hold on. Actually, let me go down my NFC pick. Washington is beating Tampa Bay in the first round,
I can see it.
I can see
I
it.
made that selection
then-
as well.
and then they're gonna lose to New Orleans. But then the Packers are gonna beat New Orleans, and the Packers are gonna win the Super Bowl, 36-30.
Really? All right.
66 combined points.
But now wants to know how you feel.
All right, Brandon and Zach.
Brandon, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
I'll go ahead and run it. So I think it's for me. I'm going to go ahead and say the Saints are going to be in the Super Bowl on the other side. I don't know why. Feeling, yes, the Packers playing incredible, but I just
And Michael.
the Saints. This is going to be finally their year, man. Finally, they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to win. It's not actually their year. They're not going to win at all. No.
Never made a Super Bowl.
I'm bouncing between the Chiefs and the Bills in the Super Bowl on that side. But I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to do the Chiefs over the Saints.
All right.
Or
Or is Zach's last one?
So my selection really it's not gonna make a lot of people happy. It's gonna be a Bills Packers Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. The Bills are hot. Josh Allen is hot.
Yeah.
Pause.
Dude.
And I don't see. I want to make these suggestions first. Pittsburgh's not making it out of the first round, and neither is Tampa Bay.
they beat the same team by 30 earlier
Did
this
I
year.
ask?
With Ben Roethlisberger.
Hey, yo, just
Hey, time out though. Time out.
Uninterrupted.
Did they play? Did they play twice?
Yes,
They
What
played.
What was the score last second time?
they lost
both
by two
barely-
with a JV team.
I don't care. 'cause
I think
it's-
Big Ben's pretty JV
Ben
after
wasn't playing.
Pornhub got.
TJ Watt wasn't playing. Cam Hayward wasn't playing.
Pittsburgh's
half the
been
team
playing
wasn't
like a
playing.
JV team for 5 weeks now.
Yeah.
Almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Give me the
I'm
I'm
Browns.
so sad that you're not
They don't
going to be
need
here
that.
when the Steelers lose.
I-
I won't be able to hear you screaming. It makes me sad.
I just wish the Browns were full strength as well.
They don't need a head coach. They're fine.
No, Baker is the head coach.
Yeah, exactly. Baker Mayfield.
Just Baker magic time.
Thank you.
I'm so excited for
Yeah.
Baker to just fucking piss all over the Steelers. Oh my
listen.
god. Oh my god, I'm so fucking ready for
If
this.
Baker Mayfield beats the Pittsburgh Steelers, will you please finally say you have faith in Baker?
I will never have faith in Baker. He's
I'm
bad.
saying.
Dude, I will run down my street in my underwear if fucking
Yo,
Steelers beat the
yo, clip
beat the
that.
Browns. That's how
Hey, yo, clip that.
confident I
Clip
am.
that.
Hey, clip that.
The Browns are going to beat the Steelers. Is that if they don't, I will run down the street in my underwear.
Clip that.
Well, how cold is it supposed to be that night?
Clipped.
I mean, it's winter.
Do you
is
really have the
winter.
Bills winning?
I do have the Bills winning the Super Bowl. Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm also on the fence on it too.
Either way, Colin. If the Browns lose,
Oh yeah. My bad.
how you good?
I was on the fence on the Bills too. I mean, I thought it was between the Chiefs and the Bills for me going to the Super Bowl, and one of those two are going to be winning it.
Yeah,
The AFC's year once again.
it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
The AFC.
that's the sad, but yeah, it is.
The
That's
thing.
like the interesting thing about it. I love it.
There's so many teams that could win the Super Bowl, and you can make the argument. Like Steelers, there's an argument there. It's really weak right now, but there's an argument. The Browns are like the only team that I don't think will win the Super Bowl. The
Oh.
Ravens are hot right now. The Titans are hot right now. The Bills are hot right now. Like every team is hitting their peak right now.
It's
I think
very
Ravens still hot shit.
Washington, hot right now.
So
I
comfortable.
think the Ravens are still hot shit.
Damn,
I hate the Ravens.
you heard
I
it.
don't want to make the safe pick this year. I always make the safe pick.
I respect that.
You think Alex Smith can carry them?
No.
to the Super
Imagine
Bowl?
Alex Smith,
Bro,
game-winning drive against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Yo,
Alex Smith takes the dub. Oh,
revenge game.
that's
Alex
the only.
oh.
That's the only way I'd be happy if I'd be okay with the Chiefs losing the Super Bowl is if it's
Oh,
Alex Smith. I'd be okay
we
with
get
it.
that matchup, and then Alex Smith would throw like 3 interceptions, and the Chiefs would win like 40 to fuck.
Alex Smith. Alex Smith couldn't carry the Chiefs' offense. What do you think he could do with the football team's offense?
Yeah.
Hey, he's like 5-1 right now.
Hey,
Hey, my
he died and came back a better football player. All right, almost died.
Hey man, 17.
What are you doing?
what is he doing?
Yeah, I know. I love it. Like I'm here for him.
So
What are you fucking doing?
Zach had the Buffalo Bills beating Packers in the Super Bowl.
I did.
That would be such an exciting Super Bowl. No defense on either side.
Just great offense.
Bills awful run D, Green Bay awful run D. Josh Allen just that would be sick. All right, those were our Super Bowl picks. Moving on to the Super Wild Card weekend. 3 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday. Kicking it off with a game we were just talking about Saturday, the Colts at Buffalo. With how much faith I have in Buffalo anyway, this one I'm like 55-45, and that 55 is on Buffalo, so I'm going Buffalo, especially at home.
I don't know, man. I want Buffalo to win, but you could never count out
That defense is so
Rivers.
good.
Dude, and just it's crazy. So I honestly don't know how I feel about it. I'm excited to watch the game though.
So if I don't pick the Bills, that means they can't make the playoffs.
Well, they make the
Yeah.
playoffs, but they can't make a Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So Buffaloes are whooping the Colts, embarrassing them, absolutely embarrassing them.
Oh, darn.
Every time I say anything, Bryce gives me this look. I'm tired of it.
Oh, he's giving that to you too?
because Colts are getting it done
Wait,
by double digits.
I don't.
Digits is what the Colts are. Jonathan Taylor is going to have 30 carries, 2 touchdowns, and a receiving touchdown.
You're saying Johnny Taylor is going to drop.
Yes.
I want to real quick. This is such a tangent. I follow. I think it's Adam Rank on Instagram, right? And he's fantasy football. He makes mock drafts way early. He has Jonathan Taylor going second. right?
First round, like top 12, yes.
He had it going McCaffrey, Johnny Taylor, Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook.
That's insane.
Like,
I believe McCaffrey's still a for sure number one pick, like first number one pick of the draft.
I agree. The ghost of Voyer giving his input.
I'm
Brandon,
fixing my chair, man.
yeah, I
Brandon,
love the
what's
chairs
your
moving
pick?
as you talk too.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, on that game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Buffalo's.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yo, there we go. You already know what that is.
Boyer, you
That's
haven't
going on.
given us a pick. Buffalo or Indy?
I honestly think it's going to be a really good game, and I don't know. I don't know. I was talking all this good stuff about Buffalo, but I kind of want Phillip Rivers just to make it a little bit farther. So,
Indy?
yeah, I'll go Indy.
All right. Moving on to the next game. LA Rams with a Jared Goff with 9 fingers at Seattle against the Seahawks. I take the Seahawks.
Well, I mean, I take the Seahawks just because if they had Blake Bortles on the Rams, then we could be talking about something. But since they're not going to play Blake Bortles, then I'm gonna have to go Steelers. I'm gonna have to go Seahawks.
Is Jared Goff playing?
He was at practice today, so yeah.
I have the Rams. Jalen Ramsey's locking them down.
So, Brandon and I had this really.
Tyler Lockett can't go off again, by the way, because he went off last week.
True.
Brandon and I had this pretty decent conversation about the Rams and Seahawks game, and I was making fun of Brandon for his pick. Obviously, of course I would.
Respect.
And
Naturally.
after I look at every single quarterback playing against the Rams, and then I saw just how the Seahawks really rely on Russell Wilson, I have to go with the Rams.
Good choice.
Boom! Yep.
There you
Rams,
go.
baby. That's my pick.
The
Oh, it's
Seahawks
because
rely on Russell Wilson, and without Russell Wilson, they are not a football team.
Yeah.
That defense, the Rams' defense is so star-studded.
Yeah.
It is nuts.
Yeah.
So the next game we got Tampa Bay at Washington for the night game. This game, I feel like every game recently that the team has played,
Hey, Cliff,
every game the team has played, it's going into the game, everyone's like, this offense is so bad, so the other team has to win. But that line's just insane. They get pressure to the quarterback. I'm going to go Tampa Bay, but I think this game is a lot closer than anyone thinks. I feel like all of us have the same opinion that Washington is a lot better than what they're like respected as. But I feel like everyone that I'm listening to has just been talking like Tampa Bay's offense so good. Tampa Bay's offense so good. And they're starting to click at the right time. So that's why I'm going with them. But I think that offense could get stunted, and this could be like a 17-14 game. This could be really close.
I'm gonna go. I'm going with the team, just because I really want Alex Smith in the Super Bowl.
I think Chase Young is going to get
That's
after
what it
Tom.
is.
He's been talking. He's going to back it up.
Yeah.
He wants Tom.
Whoa. There was this quote that went across the team when they played last. He was like, I only care about 2 things. This game, what was it? Doing my job and
Ball, yeah.
I tell my teammates all the time, all I care about is doing my job and ball.
Yeah.
In ball.
Oh,
As much as I want the football team to take the dub, I got Tampa on this one. I mean, the offense, great defense against a good offense, especially when they are on. They are on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take Tampa Bay on this one.
There was a few reports I saw on Twitter. Mike Evans' knee is still getting fostered a little bit.
Game time decision.
Mm-hmm. And I think that'd make a big difference when it came to how that offense would run. I think that it's a no-fly zone in Tampa Bay as well, by the way. They don't allow passes really in Tampa Bay. Granted, it's at football team, but home field advantage is kind of
Yeah.
non-existent this year.
You never know, dude. A bunch of people could just attack the Washington Stadium. You never know with that talent.
Yeah, no kidding.
Dude, it could be like the Capitol the other day. A bunch of people just show up, man.
Exactly. And that's where we're cutting that. We're going to stay in our own lane.
Joke.
We're talking about football. We're done with that. We're talking about football. We made
was
3
the
jokes.
joke,
We're
Bryce.
done. Talking about
Bryce,
football.
that's the joke. That was the joke. Jesus.
All right, Zach.
On this one.
You going football team?
I'm going football team on that one.
All right.
Hey, Justin, Deshaun Watson unhappy with the Texans.
He wants a trade.
Yeah. I
Trade.
mean, it could go crazy. Speaking of
I
that,
want him. He's so good. He's so fucking good.
he is. Speaking of that, we might have some podcasts in the off season, not as regular as these, of course, but just talk more fantasy football and NFL overall. But anyway, moving on to the next game, kicking it off with Sunday, we have Baltimore at Tennessee, and I just want to talk real quick. I should have talked about this earlier, but we had a podcast earlier this season in which we talked about like the playoffs and fantasy football playoffs, and we talked about D-Hop and Corey Davis. All of us said Corey Davis would be better than D-Hop, and we were all wrong. He kind of doubled Corey Davis's score.
Did I say he would be better?
Hey, but Corey Davis got me a win.
I agreed to that.
Zach said Davis over Hop.
I did?
Yep, we all did.
Davis got me the win over Zach, so I'll take it.
Man, that kiss is still going to make me cry.
Yeah.
Or Samson.
So the game, Baltimore at Tennessee. These teams are both super duper hot. Tennessee's offense looks super good, and they're actually like throwing the ball, which is why I take Tennessee over the 150 yards of Lamar. So Tennessee for me.
Lamar's not going to throw 100 yards. He'll probably run for 100 yards, but he's not throwing for 100 yards. And they're going to get stomped by Derrick Henry.
What is your? Oh my God!
They are getting
Just marry the man. Just marry the fucking man.
by Derrick Henry. I mean,
Yes, dude.
If you're not
Lamar
jerking the
is
Steelers off,
awful
you're
in the
jerking Derrick
playoffs.
Henry off.
Lamar is awful in the playoffs,
Played one
and Derrick
game.
Henry's good in the clutch.
Good sample size.
What? What'd you say?
Good
That's one playoff game. What makes you say he's
He's
bad in
0 for 3 or 0 2. He's not good. Bad.
Hey. Give me the Ravens.
No, dude.
I'm
You
gonna
off
go
the back.
Tennessee. I'm gonna go Tennessee, but I don't think we need to be jerking off Derrick Henry as much as Bryce is doing it
Yes,
right
we
now.
do.
but-
Derrick Henry is the best player in football. Okay, that's not true.
Timeout. Hold on.
Rodgers?
Yeah, Rodgers is.
Not
Brandon,
Rodgers.
Brandon, who you got in this game?
Tennessee is going to take the dub as much as I want. Honestly, now I want Lamar to go off, but I still think Tennessee's going to. I want just Lamar just to shit on Bryce's face. And then
Oh, I just want Lamar to do awful for the 3rd consecutive year in the playoffs. Oh, I
Is
can't
Trace
wait.
McSorley.
I can't
activated?
wait. Yeah, they're
I
gonna
don't think so.
Trace McSorley is gonna be the starting
He's
quarterback
no,
next year.
13.
Do what?
Yeah, Trace McSorley's out. He has an ACL tear.
He tore his ACL.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that dude ain't playing.
All because Lamar had to poop.
Hey, respect. All right, next game, Chicago at the Saints in New Orleans. I don't think
This
this
is gonna
game's
be
going to be
very
pretty.
This
I'm
is
going
gonna
the
be
Saints,
very
man. This
Yeah.
game's not going to be pretty. Oh, before you guys talk about your picks, did you see what Sean Payton said?
No.
He said, hey, fuck it. Get 50,000 fans, get them quarantined, get them in a bubble, put them on a bus, drive them to the fucking Superdome so we can have fans at our game.
Really?
Yeah,
Sean Payton is the man.
dude.
Are they actually doing that?
No, not a chance in hell.
Join the New Orleans Saints bubble? I'm so
That
down.
would be sick.
And not you, Bryce. You're already.
But yeah, with
I
that
could make the
said,
Super Bowl
yeah,
or the Pro Bowl.
hey man, you want to be in the Saints Bowl so you can root
The
on your
Saints
favorite
Bowl?
player?
Michael Thomas. Yes, I can.
Here, I'll give you this jersey to wear to the game.
Yeah, you have to wear that jersey to the game.
All right, so I'm going
Oh,
Saints.
dude.
I'm going Saints for this game.
Oh
I'd wear
Jesus!
this. I'd wear that.
Uh,
Michael Thomas goat.
Saints for sure. Saints.
Oh yeah, Saints. I'm sorry, but yeah, Saints. Chicago just isn't gonna bring it. I'm sorry. I don't even know how they got here at this point.
By Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah.
Dude, nah, this dude needs to be gone.
As an
Future New
NFC
England Patriot.
guy,
Future New England Patriot.
listen,
No, they're gonna pick up Cam Newton again.
the Bears.
No, they are not.
Bears?
Are not a good football team. The
Oh.
Vikings are better than the Bears. I'm giving it to the Saints.
You kind of blue balls me there. I was like, okay.
Bears
All right.
are not getting it done.
Bruce, who do you got in this game?
Michael Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
don't
gonna
put
get a
New England. Just
touchdown.
put Michael
He's gonna
Thomas.
finally get a touchdown.
Brandon.
Oh yeah, Saints.
All right, cool. The night game for Sunday night, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at home taking on half of the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland's got a bit of a COVID outbreak. There was one positive test today, I believe, so they need to continue testing negative, or else will they move this game? I don't really know.
They better not.
Yeah, they might force a forfeit. We honestly might see that. Could be an outcome. With that said, I'm going to take Pittsburgh just because Cleveland is down. And if they were healthy, I was going to hammer the Browns.
What?
I was going to hammer the Browns.
You're
Lock
gonna have them winning?
Yeah, 100% if they were,
Yeah,
if they were healthy.
That's the only thing keep me from it too.
Yeah.
Brown's gonna win.
Sucks.
Browns are gonna win. Boyer is so correct.
Yes. Browns are gonna fucking win, dude.
Le'Veon Bell gets it done.
All right, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and keep talking so that way he can't talk about the Steelers. Moving on. Those were our super wild card Saturday and Sunday. Super wild card weekend. That's what it's called. Super wild card weekend picks. Next little segment. We're just going to talk about our results we started in week 8. So our half the season standings for buy sell. The winner was Boyer.
Fuck yeah. I think I carried that the entire season.
You gotta win hand.
Yeah, Boyer finished at 14-7. Myself in second with Brandon tied for second at 12-9. Zach 11-10. Bruce 9-8. So yeah, good job, Boyer.
Yeah, Boyer had a really outstanding week. Didn't he like lock in every single one correct?
Yeah. Your award is in the mail.
Is it really? Do I really get an award?
No. Next, we have our game picks. We are picking our games for our favorite teams and the primetime game slots. In first place,
I hate this.
Brandon. Yeah.
All 13 of those are the fucking Jags.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah.
I'm very
Brandon
humbled.
won.
That's a good win.
Yeah, Brandon won picking his team, the Jags, and they won one game all
Not
year.
only did this man only pick the Jags, there would be times I'm sitting right next to him and he would say, I'm picking every underdog. I don't care. Every single.
He finished with a record of 21 and 13. 21 and 13. That's a great record.
How many of those games were the Jags L's for the losses?
Yeah, right.
All of them.
Probably
All of
about
them
5. Probably 5.
Yeah, probably at least 5.
Dang.
So in second was myself at 20 and 14. Pretty respectable, but not as respectable as Brandon picking the Jags every week. Zach at 19 and 14. Bruce at 14 and 11. Boyer 17 and 17. Luke 3-0. He should be in first, but he just wasn't on enough to get enough games, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those were our buy, sell, and game picks. You'll see that next season as well. Now, for the reason why you're here, the reason why you're watching, the awards show. Let's go. Yeah.
The Hawaii 5-0 theme song, Brandon. Brandon, that's Hawaii 5-0.
No, that's John
No.
Cena.
His
Not
name
even John
is
Cena.
John
He did John
Oh,
Cena.
shit.
No, Boyer doesn't know John Cena.
Boyer off the pack. He can't
Go.
see.
We have a plethora of categories. I'll run through them real quick here. first, we have the performance of the year category. This next one, most painful injury. Not watching, because Dak Prescott wins that. But yeah. Biggest bust of the draft. Best value of the draft. The waiver wire wonder. Breakout player of the year. Rookie of the year. And finally, the fantasy MVP. All right. So, the first award. The performance of the year. I have a few written down here on our own doc. Bring up any ones that you guys want to talk about that aren't on here. But first, the first nominee for performance of the year, Tyreek Hill, Week 12 versus Tampa Bay, 13 receptions, 269 yards, 3 touchdowns, 57.9 fantasy points. The second nominee, Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
Week 16 versus Minnesota, 22 carries, 155, 6 touchdowns, 56.2 fantasy points on Christmas Day. The next nominee, Tyler Lockett, Week 7 versus Arizona, 15 catches, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, 53 fantasy points. The next nominee, Darren Waller, Week 13 versus the Jets, 13 receptions, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, not 32 touchdowns, but 45 fantasy points. Any other performances you guys want to bring up? I heard Dalvin Cook earlier.
Wait, what were the last two you said?
Darren Waller's 45-pointer and Tyler Lockett's 53-pointer.
What happened with
Did you say Derrick Henry's 45-pointer?
No.
Oh, geez.
I'd put that in there.
There's a lot of running back games that are a lot better. You have Aaron Jones, Dalvin Cook,
David Montgomery.
Yeah.
Dude's been showing up. Looking good.
But best individual performance. Myself, I'm going to go ahead and put an early vote in for Alvin Kamara. It wasn't the best performance that we saw. Tyreek Hill got 1.7 more points without like our ESPN touchdown yard bonus. But those Week 16 championship week, he single-handedly won so many championships. Our league for one, but so many just everywhere else. I think Alvin Kamara is my vote for best performance. Just the biggest week of the year to do it.
On the fence with because Alvin, of course, perfect timing, 6 touchdowns. That's incredible. The same thing with like Darren Waller, tight end dropping 45 late season. If you're pushing for a playoff, that could have been a great performance for you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stick with Alvin still, just like you said, same reasons.
Yeah. Just the perfect time.
Sorry. I'm going with my gotta go Darren Waller. 45 points from a tight end is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Especially for someone you wouldn't expect to get you big points, like again a tight end, and they get you that big of points. That's gonna bode well for your team in general.
Yeah.
So I have to go with the Milkman here with his 45-pointer.
Hell yeah! Shout out the Milkman.
No comment.
Alvin.
I think Bruce's was a vote for not Alvin, just because of the pain he caused. But I think myself, Brandon, and Boyer, that's 3, not including Bruce. I feel like Alvin wins this. Congratulations to Alvin Kamara.
I'll send him a congrats on winning the performance of the year in our fantasy podcast message.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to you, Alvin. I love you.
I got him.
Your award is in the mail. You'll just need to reply to my DM so I can get your address. Yeah, congratulations to Alvin Kamara winning greatest performance of the year. Next.
Hey, yo, congrats on winning the performance of the year for our podcast this year.
The next category that we have for the awards is the most painful injury. Nice. The most painful injury. This is a category about a player who really hurt your team when you drafted them, when you traded for them, when you picked them up. Just their injury caused them to miss the year, miss a lot of time, not know when they're going to come back, never go on IR. The nominees for most painful injury are Michael Thomas, drafted 6th overall in our league, didn't play until week 9 after the week 1 injury, and he only averaged 12 fantasy points in those 7 games played. The second nominee, Saquon Barkley, drafted 5th overall in our league, injured after week 2 and placed on IR, torn ACL. The third nominee is Kenny G, drafted 22nd overall, played in 5 games, 4 of those really well, but he was hurt. He gave you some hope that he wasn't going on IR. He might play this week, he might not. He never did. And the last nominee, Christian McCaffrey, drafted at the 101, 1st overall, played in 3 games.
This is an easy award for me.
Yeah,
Christian
Yeah, me
McCaffrey.
too.
yeah, me too.
Handing it to McCaffrey there.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
No,
It's McCaffrey.
it's Thomas.
Fuck off and Thomas.
You know why? No, you know why?
Why?
Christian
Tell me why he's
McCaffrey gets
looking
injured.
wrong.
If you're the smart owner, who do you pick up? Mike Davis. If Michael Thomas gets injured, who do you pick up? Nobody. There's no one to pick
Emmanuel
up.
Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders. I found it. There
He
you
did
go.
not
That-
good.
what do you have to say now?
There's no one to pick up.
Incentive. He had a $500K incentive. Leave him alone.
So
He got it.
There's no one to
He
pick up.
fucking
So
got
I
it.
say Michael Thomas is the most painful injury because there's no Mike Davis to pick up.
So there's 1 vote for MT, 3 votes for CMC. I'm gonna go Saquon here.
Yeah, let's say
I
if you're
think-
gonna go to Thomas.
Saquon
Yes.
played in 2 games and he only scored like 20 fantasy points. Hey, hurt you wasted your first pick if you got him. Zach wasted his first pick. I vote Saquon here, but you 3 voted for Mr. CMC. So CMC, congratulations on the most painful injury. Your award's in the mail. Again.
I won't message him that.
So shout out to CMC.
What?
Most painful injury really sucks. Hopefully he's back and better than ever next season.
Okay.
Can we vote Julio for best injury?
What's
Yeah,
that
right.
supposed to mean?
Because Calvin Ridley played incredible
Yeah,
whenever
that is-
Julio didn't.
That is
Yeah. Calvin is fucking my dad, dude.
honorable.
Wait,
Pause. He's doing what to
I
you?
said it again. I said it. I was like, fuck.
Yo, Boyer's peaking right
Fucking
now too.
This
All
is
right.
Mike.
Yo, Jason kind of sus.
All right. The next category, the next award to give out is the biggest bust of the draft. Another award you want as an NFL football player from the Fantasy Football Show. The nominees are Christian McCaffrey, drafted 1st overall. Saquon, drafted 5th overall. Michael Thomas, drafted 6th overall. Zeke, drafted 7th overall. Zach Ertz, here's that 3rd tight end off the board, wasted a pick at 23 in our league. Leonard Fournette, drafted 24th overall. And Le'Veon Bell, he runs really well. Show him the
Not
shirt.
anymore.
Drafted 36th overall, the running back for the Jets.
No, he's for the Chiefs now.
Oh yeah. Shoot, I
He's a
forgot.
Chief. He's a
What are you guys' thoughts on here?
So I'm sticking with Christian McCaffrey, man. He broke my heart this year. It wasn't him. He just got hurt. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, it's not his fault. It's not like he played and then just played like shit. When he played great.
Aside from injuries, I'd say Le'Veon Bell.
I say Zeke.
Or
If
Leonard Fournette.
I'm gonna say Zeke, like, because like Christian McCaffrey, I don't want to put him in here because like I mean he is a bust, yes, but it was an injury reason.
Yeah.
Zeke, I think Zeke just when Dak went out, Zeke just couldn't carry the team. I guess he was kind of forced to carry the team and he just wasn't able to do it.
There was zero reason for Zeke to not be a top 3 running back this year.
Yeah, especially with Dak being out.
Zero reason for Zeke to not be a top 3 RB this year. I'm giving this to Zeke. 100%.
Wait,
Yeah,
who
I'm-
drafted Zach Ertz at 23?
Colin.
Luke.
Oh, Luke did. My bad. Not Colin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because
man,
it went Yeah, like a week later. I picked up AJ Brown and then I dropped him in the draft. So
Shout out.
everybody makes dumb mistakes.
Yeah, that
So-
would have been nice if I was higher than Colin on the waiver.
So Zach votes for Zeke.
Dude.
Boyer votes CMC still. You still holding? CMC?
No, I'm going Zeke.
Zeke
I
is-
don't really want to put Chris McCaffrey in this because it's not his fault.
Yeah. Bruce,
I forgot that Zeke was on there, so I'd probably say also Zeke.
Zeke, Brandon.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Saquon just because he just had no great time. Like
Yeah.
with McCaffrey, I think he had a few good games in there with him.
Yeah, he played 3
Saquon
games.
just
Scored 30
nothing.
every game.
Yeah, Saquon just nothing.
Yeah. I give mine to Zach Ertz. I mean, like tight end, there were 3 players going into the season that you would waste a top pick on, and it wouldn't be a waste. But Zach Ertz proved you wrong. I'm going to Zach Ertz, but Zeke is the winner, I do believe. Congratulations to you, Zeke. Your award is in the mail.
Zeke. Oh, I'll message
Good
him.
job, Zeke. All right, so shout out to Zeke there for winning the biggest bust of the draft. The next category, this is one that you actually want to win. Now that we're off of 2 bad ones, this is the best value of the draft. The nominees are tight end Darren Waller, aka Derry, aka the Milkman, 40th
Oh, man.
overall in the 5th round, and he finished at tight end 2. Next nominee is Calvin Ridley, 9th round, 65th overall.
He's my dad.
Wide
He
receiver,
went off this year.
wide receiver
Is
6.
he doing anything to your dad?
Not anymore. He stopped.
Calvin Ridley, wide receiver 6 on the season. DK, 57th overall, wide receiver 5 on the season. David Montgomery, 99th overall, RB6 on the season. Stephon Diggs, 76th overall, wide receiver 3 on the season. Keenan Allen, 51st overall, wide receiver 9. Aaron Rodgers, closing it out, the final nominee, 118th overall in our league, quarterback 4 on the season. Who was your guys' best value of the draft?
Diggs. Diggs is my best value. Diggs was a wide receiver, literally top 3 receiver in all of fantasy, and you could have drafted a whole starting lineup ahead of him.
Yeah, he was very consistent as well.
Yeah,
And that's a Diggs.
I'd say Diggs or Waller
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
or
Diggs-
Keenan. Like I'm split between those 3.
Keenan Allen was insane in like the late middle part of the season once him and Herbert started hooking up, dude. I mean, making out a little bit. I'm gonna go Diggs as well. Diggs was insane, super consistent as well. I vote Stephon Diggs for the best value of the draft.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Milkman makes a good argument just because of tight end, but
Why
Yeah.
didn't we put Kenyon Drake on the disappointment?
that's
whatever.
a great argument as well. What was he drafted at? Like 2nd round?
Second round.
Yeah,
Third. I
second.
think I got him 3rd round.
Yeah, because our league's 8. Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty sure it was second round.
Is Boyer frozen? Is he alive? Oh, okay. He's still alive. He literally, I thought he was frozen. Who? Were you paying attention?
Yeah, I think Stephon Diggs. I think Calvin really did freaking fantastic, but
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs, you could build a
He
team
wasn't
around him.
consistent enough for it to be like that.
Definitely.
Same with DK.
Same with DK.
Yeah.
Yeah, DK is another
Yeah.
great argument. Same with
Or I'm
Montgomery.
playing-
Yeah, he didn't do good until like the back half.
David,
I'm playing
pretty sure.
Roblox.
I'm pretty sure David Montgomery is RB like 28 by like week 10 or something, week 11. I mean, so Stephon Diggs, best steal of the
Yeah.
draft. Best value of the draft, Stephon Diggs. Congratulations, wide receiver, Bill.
good job, Stephon.
Well, shout out to you, man.
I'm
Well,
still alive?
Uh,
I'm still alive. Holy
hopefully-
shit, I'm still alive.
Hopefully, that award helps you beat the Colts this weekend. Love you.
Hey, yo, bro, I got a tornado in my Roblox game.
Next
and I almost
category. Next category. We have the waiver wire wonder. This is about those guys that you pick up after the first few weeks, maybe even middle of the season, that really help bolster your squad. I think Mike Davis could be inserted into here. didn't put him in. I don't have like all of his exact stats and stuff, but guys who we picked up off of waivers in our own league. Antonio Gibson finished the season RB12. James Robinson finished the season RB4. 17.9 points per game average. I just put that in because Miles Garrett is another nominee. He was RB28, but he averaged 16.9. So based off of an average, he's in that top 10, top 12. Justin Jefferson, wide receiver 7 on the year. Justin Herbert, quarterback 8 on the year. And Big Bob Tunyon, tight end 4. A tight end 4 to fill in off of waivers. Super clutch. Who are your guys' waiver wire wonder?
I feel like
James Robinson.
Yeah,
Dude,
James
I
Robinson.
can't even look at Brandon right now. He's just like,
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. I didn't even. There was some time, I think like 1 week or 2 weeks, where I was thinking about should I start him because he would do decent, but I don't think he logged a single game under 10 points.
Yeah, and I remember going into the year when they cut Leonard Fournette, I was like, dude, Chris Thompson, he is a receiving back, going to get a lot of work. Jags are bad. I picked up Chris Thompson, and it just wasn't. It was James Robinson because after the first week, he got 100% of the backfield's carries. I remember seeing that, and Brand picked him up, and I was like, all right, well, GG.
over.
Yep. Bruce and Zach. Who's
Robinson.
Robinson.
Yeah, James. I mean, RB4. That's insane. Congratulations, James. We love you.
Love you, James Robinson.
Waiver
Making
wire
the
wonder.
backfield interesting.
Shout out to you, man. I feel like that doesn't really happen very often. A waiver wire guy turn into a top 5 option. Pretty sick. Yeah, shout out to you, James.
oh my God.
Gus Jefferson was going to be my next pick after that. Though.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson as well for me.
Yeah,
Because
same.
of, bias. He's on my team.
Oh, what a Vikings fan, eh?
Yeah, not a Vikings fan, but cool jerseys. Pretty cool jerseys. The next category, breakout player of the year. This category is based on guys who really took that jump from last season to this season, sort of like a most improved. There are 3 nominees, and the nominees are Calvin Ridley, wide receiver 6 on the season. DK Metcalf, wide receiver 5 on the season. And David Montgomery, RB6 on the season.
I think it's Calvin Ridley. I mean, when he really stepped up, when Julio came out. You can go what you want to believe, but
I think it's DK.
You go DK?
Yeah.
David Montgomery, because he will keep this up next year in comparison.
I agree. He will keep it up next year, though. But I say DK.
I don't think Calvin or DK sustain that sort of production next year. That's the only reason I say that.
I'm going to go ahead and say Calvin just because I feel like there was that lingering – people thought DK could break out this year easily. Like, it was definitely lingering around there heavily with DK. And then Calvin kind of just – we all knew Calvin was kind of decent. And then he had an incredible year this year. So I'm going to go with Calvin.
Yeah, I also will go Calvin. DK was really good, but same reason Brandon said, like, everyone thought that it would be DK's year this year, and it turned out to be a pretty good year for him. But Calvin, he was kind of in the shadows more.
I'm glad. I'm happy. He even shined when he was behind Julio's shadow too. Like, he shined when Julio was in, and then he really stepped up. Him and Russell Gage really stepped up the last few weeks, and
did
really
so
good. Sucks
Calvin
that they just can't win a game.
So that's 3 votes for Calvin. So
Yeah.
Calvin, really, congratulations. Your award's in the mail. Love
Wait,
you.
who did Zach vote for?
We love you, Calvin.
David Montgomery.
Oh, right.
So yeah, shout out to you, Calvin. The next category. This is the second to last category, boys. This has been a fantastic award show. Thank you very much for putting in your input and debating.
Love it.
Love you guys. So the second to last category, rookie of the year, not rookie of the year like but fantasy rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
Chase Young.
yeah.
Love you, Chase
Yeah,
Young.
yeah.
So rookie of the year
Oh
nominees.
shit, what's going on? Am I getting hailed on?
They are Antonio Gibson, RB12 on the year.
I died.
James Robinson, RB4 on the year. Justin Jefferson, wide receiver 7 on the year. Absolute beast. All these guys are beasts. Johnny Taylor, RB7 on the year. And last, and certainly not least, Justin Herbert, quarterback 8 on the year. This was a stud rookie class. I mean, there's
It
so
really
many more. Like T.
Yeah.
Higgins was incredible. Chase Claypool was incredible for a
Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk, incredible, stepping in.
CeeDee Lamb had his moments.
CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy had a few
Dude,
moments. Like,
Just imagine how good CeeDee
I'm
Lamb would have
excited.
been if Dak didn't get hurt. How good CeeDee Lamb would be.
I'm
that
excited.
whole wide receiver core could have been solid fantasy options in there.
Oh my God, I could see the Cowboys possibly making the playoffs the way they were playing when Dak was playing.
I'm excited for next year.
I mean, it was very early, of course, but they were playing really good.
So yeah, rookie of the year. Out of those nominees, who you guys feeling?
I don't want to pick it, but James
Justin
Robinson.
Herbert.
James Robinson.
James Robinson.
I go
Justin Herbert.
James Robinson.
Justin Herbert.
That's where I went.
I think that he is the rookie of the year overall. Like,
I also think that.
But as far as fantasy, he's quarterback 8. Like, in our league, that there's like he's at the end of the spectrum. RB4. That's RB4. Like,
What?
you know what I'm saying?
What spectrum?
The spectrum. Just because it says spectrum doesn't mean it's not got a specific.
All right, move on. Move on.
All right, so James Robinson, that's 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
James Robinson, congratulations! You have another award. I love you. Love you, James. Love you,
The
James.
Jags are actually winning.
The Jags are winning.
Jags are good.
They have more awards than they do regular season wins.
All right. The last thing we will talk about is this last award, the Fantasy Football MVP, the most prestigious award in all of awards, the Fantasy Football Show Football MVP Fantasy Football. Let's go. The nominees are football player Alvin Kamara, RB1 in the year. Football player Devontae Adams, wide receiver 1 on the year. Dalvin Cook, football player, RB2 on the year. Travis Kelce, tight end 1, football player on the year. Patrick Mahomes, quarterback 1 on the year. James Robinson, RB4 on the year. This one, I feel like this one has the most argument sake because you can look at this from a lot of different angles. We said James Robinson was a waiver wire pickup, waiver wire wonder. He was rookie of the year. Take it away, Zach.
Are we going based off of our league or every league?
Our league.
Our league? Okay.
I have my answer.
Hey, someone's knocking.
Take her away, Bruce.
Food.
Oh, never
It's
mind.
Quinn's food.
I think Zach might agree with me considering he's on his team. Devontae Adams.
Dude, what a.
I mean, wide receiver 1, and he missed what, 3 games?
He had a.
He was insane this year.
And he led the league in like touchdowns, almost in yards. That's nuts.
Yeah. He was insane.
He was healthy the full season. That could have been like a top wide receiver year of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry Rice, watch out.
A-Raj could have had more touchdowns than he did.
Yeah.
Dude, and I feel like 80% of the
He had
touchdowns he
so
threw were
many.
in the first half.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He would throw like 3 touchdowns every first half, and then they'd just run.
Mm-hmm.
I also would like to say Devontae Adams. However, Alvin Kamara's championship performance is swaying me away from saying that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go Alvin. Just because he showed up when it mattered most.
Yeah.
The only reason. I would say Devontae Adams if Alvin did not score that 60.
Yeah, no, that 60 point really solidified his. Like what I was saying earlier, because they're playing, it was him and Dalvin. Those two running backs this year just going crazy. Who's going to be the king here? Yes,
Yeah.
Derrick Henry went insane. I know that.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Devontae Adams, if he was in our championship game, he scored 43, by the way. So I still have Devontae Adams because
maybe
of that.
you shouldn't have beat me then.
Yeah, maybe I should have let you win.
But that really kind of like solidified his king at the running back this year position, and he played incredible every week besides when Taysom Hill went in there.
Yeah,
he was incredible. I'm going to say Alvin.
Did
He was my most
you try to trade Alvin?
Yeah, there was that point where he wasn't performing with Taysom.
It was to Luke. We're trying to get Chris Carson.
Yeah, at the time, like that was a genuine worry. Was how long is Drew going to be out? Alvin, will he even get up to like that top 12 where he was?
Yeah, and then Drew Brees just kind of became a fucking man. I don't know, dude. Became a tank. I'm just like, all right.
Who was your fantasy MVP?
Me?
Alvin. Oh.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Alvin.
Yeah.
This is Alvin. He played it very well this year.
The way I'm looking at this is Alvin is insane, and that championship week performance insane. Devontae Adams, incredible performances, even missing a few games. And then Travis Kelce at a position that can literally win you a week when you have a plus 30 advantage going into the game. Like, that's nuts. Travis Kelce to me is like a little bit of an argument. Like, I think he's in the argument for sure. And James Robinson, just based off of he was a waiver wire pickup and he did so much for you. I really want to go Travis Kelce here, but it's Alvin. That championship performance was nuts. Alvin Kamara, congratulations on your MVP from the Fantasy Football Show. Love you, Alvin.
Travis's stuff right now, dude. He had an incredible year.
Don't forget to clap.
Yeah,
Hey, Bryce, hit the clap.
Bryce, you have to clap.
He doesn't get a clap from me.
Helen Keller hater.
All right. So that was wait. Pause.
Oh, we're not going to talk about Helen Keller.
Back to
Yeah.
that one real quick.
No.
Oh,
So
Bryce is a Helen Keller hater.
back on track here. We've already talked about the Capitol. All right, back on track here. That was the award show. Thank you very much for watching. This is a fantastic show. That was a fantastic episode. This is the greatest award show on earth, as far as I'm concerned.
Facts.
Like, who competes?
Yeah, I'd rather have an MVP on this show than like in real life.
Exactly. Sorry, Aaron. Love you though.
Aaron's fine. He'll be fine.
Oh, I got a message Alvin say you also the MVP too.
So this will be our last episode for a while, most likely. Off-season stuff kind of takes some time to develop. We might talk free agents later, draft later. Maybe some in the playoffs, maybe one more after the Super Bowl. I don't know. That's kind of up to the boys to decide. But we'll be back a little bit in the off-season, but back up to full. I don't know what I'm trying to say. We'll be back up in Adam next season.
Let it go, man.
For 2021. Hey, just closing her off nice. Thank you very much for watching the last episode of this season's Fantasy Football Show. Love you.
You love the fans.